Alright you guys, it started running hot. We replaced everything like a year ago that we could think of, thermostat, everything we could think of to get it fixed. The last thing we got to do is get the head gasket ready to be replaced. We ordered it, it'll be here Tuesday. It's been sitting on jack stands, sitting all cockeyed for a long time. This razor was bad to the bone in its prime, but over the years it kind of just, so we're gonna try to get it back going again. I miss it like crazy. Alright you guys, so far so what we had to do is just undo the springs on the exhaust. Leave the manifold connected, there's no reason to disconnect it. Just undo your springs and pop it off. Take the top off. Push rods, you just loosen your nuts up till the push rods fall out, because you're replacing the head gasket, so you're going to pull all this off. The push rods will kind of stay in place, and these are to come up with the entire head. That way you don't have to adjust your valves or anything like that. I'm no expert, but that's what I'm thinking, because as long as we don't touch those, we should be good. We don't have to adjust the valves or anything like that. We'll just push these back down, make sure the push rods are back under there the way they go, tighten them back down to Hades nutsack. I don't believe there's any specs on these, so you should be able to just tighten the shit out of them. There are specs on these when you put them back in though, but we'll get into that later. But that's where we're standing right now. I just haven't made a long video on it because to get here it's been a pain in the butt. So guys, turns out you do need to remove these, but because I don't want to get them all mixed up even though they're the same thing, I put them back on there. But to get the center bolt out, I had to take both of these off, pop it off, and then, you know, same old same. Same over there for that one. I had to pull that one off, just like I had to pull this one off for this one. But they're broke loose, so I just thought I'd tell y'all. I have 2 more bolts to take out. Well, one I'm going to leave in until I pull it off because it catches on the exhaust. You see how rusty this one is? It come out at the bottom, I want to say right. So I'm going to assume that the gaskets probably weren't right in there, because that is a no-go. Let's just hope that there's not a lot of water inside of it or something like that. I think that's how it works. I'm no mechanic. I just got to work on my own shit. There it is, you guys. Hallelujah. It's a little rough down in there.
What, down in the cellar?
No, that's just dirt. I didn't realize some dirt fell down in there. Some corrosion from sitting from the radiator for a while. Look at that, you guys. You can see right there, it's blowing water out. It's blowing water out right in there too. Luckily we got to it in time before it really messed some stuff up. Luckily these bikes have computers that kind of tell you, hey retard, stop driving me, you know what I'm saying? But it's pretty wore out. We'll have the new one on here Tuesday. Today's Sunday, so a couple days from now we'll try to slap it all back together and see if I know what I'm doing. Also, I set it back on here to kind of show you guys. You see how rusty that hole is? That's where that water's been eating away at it. See over here you got clean ports and stuff, but it's been shooting water out right in here. That's where that rusted bolt come from too. Well, you guys, head gaskets came in early. What? Doing Dad's oven video, but always remember, you guys, when you're done doing this, you got to use this, bleed it, get the air and stuff out of it. And see, when it's a constant, steady flow of water like that, it's good. But when it's bubbling like that, that means that it needs some air pushed out of it.
I hope it turns it over, yeah. Ooh, I put it. You keep flipping the key. Woohoo!
back alive again. That racket is still on the exhaust manifold. I gotta get a new one. Alright, you guys, so here's an update. I'm talking to the camera. So, we replaced the head gasket and everything, but it's still running hot. The reason being is, this thing's set for over a year in here. Well, what I believe is a problem with the radiator cap off. And as it was running hot, some dirt daubers floated to the top. And I'm assuming that there's been a nest built inside the radiator or the hoses causing it to run hot because it wouldn't bleed. And the way you bleed these side by sides is on the thermostat housing, there's a little tap. You untap it and it pushes all the air out. We kept doing that, but it just wasn't working completely, and then it started running hot. And that's when I seen the dirt dauber nest. So I'm gonna try to undo the hoses, see if anything comes out. And if nothing comes out there, we're gonna have to take the radiator off, try to clean the radiator out. I don't know. We'll see. Just so you guys know what we just did, we heated the bottom of that thermostat up to see if it would open up. It's brand new, but sometimes you can get bad ones, and it's been sitting here for a year and a half, so sorry for shaking. But as you can tell, we heated it up and it went down. You guys, what I was telling you about is this is your little bleeder valve on your thermostat. It's got two little holes in it. I don't know if y'all can hear it hissing or not, but it's still pushing air out. And you just keep topping it off with your coolant or your water until it finally pushes all the air out. Something's telling me we still got something stopped up though, because these 800s are supposed to hold a gallon to a gallon and a half. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. You can't put the head gasket on bottom, side upwards. It only goes on. Put it out.
Yep. Now you're gonna take the pressure on the radiator. See, something's wrong with pressure on that radiator.
Guys, look at the color of this fuel. The only way we had to drain it because our pump that we usually use went bad apparently. We ain't been in this barn in over a year. Everything's just been locked up, but hopefully the fuel pump don't give out on us. But see here, turn the key on, let the fuel pump pump it out. I just tapped into the fuel pump and let the bike do the work because I don't know what else to do. Now you guys, we gotta get this oil drained, and we're having trouble draining it because of the simple fact that, well, all the Allen heads are gone and disappeared out of the barn, and it's really hard with a regular Allen head. You're supposed to have like a little wrench top, but I'm gonna get it done eventually. The reason we have to drain it is because it got a little bit of water in it, in the cahoots of us not knowing how to do the heads and all that. And yeah, hopefully we didn't mess everything up. Stay tuned, find out. Well, you guys, I got the plug undone. But look at that. That's not supposed to be like that. That's a water. Well, yeah, we got the old gallon of diesel. We're gonna pour straight down the old engine bay of the razor and make the razor go vroom vroom. Just kidding. It's gonna clean it out a little bit. Make sure there's no rust and stuff in there. I don't know if you guys know that you can usually do that, but I've done it several times. But you just take the diesel and you pour it straight down in there as if you're pouring oil in there, and then let it drain out. Clean it out a little bit. Do your oil change. She's ready to go. All right, y'all. It's go time. We're gonna put the diesel in there.
Go time.
It's gonna come out that color.
Oh, we're
gonna make a bigger mess. We got this. Always remember, you guys, my camera's cloudy, but get you some oil on your finger and lube her up.
Not there on the rubber.
Need to pour some in it, don't I, Papa?
No, you can't pour none in it. You pour out when you lay it down under.
Oh, okay.
That's good. Good.
You get your rubber good and lubed. Then you spill your oil. That's what you do. It's cheap, right? This video here because it's at 14 something minutes, just to give you some content to watch. But it's not wanting to crank again. We got all the fluids changed and everything like that, and it's not pushing any water back into the oil. So I know I've done the gasket correctly and everything, but for some reason it's getting fire, but it will not crank. I don't know if there's something internally wrong. I don't know if it's something simple like I've missed a wire, but if you guys could drop it in the comments if you watch this entire video, greatly appreciated if you did, what it could be on the side by side. It'll roll over, it'll and every now and again it'll spit some fireballs, but it will not crank for some weird reason. Could it be the injectors? Just name something that it could be. I love you guys and thank you for watching.